He's a vile creature, the worst thing on the face of the earth. Kari Lake is the acting CEO, U.S. Agency for Global Media, and joins us now. Nancy is finally tapped. I guess she doesn't need any more money. She's got enough for the next 50 generations of her family, right?
Oh, man. I mean, I think she is the greatest stock trader of all times in all of history. So she's going to go, maybe she's going to go work on Wall Street or just retire and roll around in all the money that she's made through very questionable stock trades. But those were some incredible lowlights. I particularly remember one, I don't want to say I like it, but it might be the most famous, when out of shame for being white, she put on the African garb and knelt down in shame in the wake of the George Floyd situation. And then I'm really going to miss all those what appeared to be drunken news conferences where she was slurring and looking all over the place. It's been an incredible run of craziness with Nancy.
The humiliation of the congressional white guilt moment, which is right now on the screen. We'll never forget that. I mean, just hysterical. All for
This is
George
probably one
Floyd.
of the strange, the other one that you just showed was one of the strange news conferences where you're like, what did she just say? And then watching her eyebrows over the years go higher and higher and higher on her forehead. But what I'm most appalled about, Rob, is her acting on January 6th and what she pulled on January 6th, framing a bunch of incredible patriotic Americans, failing to protect the Capitol, blaming it on President Trump, and attempting a coup of our government. And I think eventually that's what's going to come out. That's despicable. It's unforgivable. And I frankly think she could spend her retirement years, rather than in a retirement home or San Francisco, possibly behind bars.
Yeah, I think in the Pelosi household, the holidays start on Thanksgiving. You go Christmas, you go New Year's. It doesn't end until January 6th, which is the most beautiful holiday of all. It's her favorite day of the year, January 6th. It was the greatest gift to their political party ever, and it was the most over-exaggerated thing, and they absolutely adore that day. I want to ask you before I let you go, you sent a formal congressional notification to the Appropriations Subcommittee talking about defunding Hungarian radio. Tell us why.
Well, the American taxpayer is footing the bill for millions of dollars to do radio, a kind of a radio that's meant to not just disparage the Hungarian people and what's happening in Hungary, the very nationalist movement there, but it's really meant to destabilize that country. And frankly, American taxpayer dollars should not go toward a globalist radio program and radio programming in an ally country. It's a NATO ally, and the globalists hate Viktor Orban. And I think that the American people shouldn't be footing the bill for globalist EU radio programming meant to tear down one of our NATO allies. We're going to be looking at all of the funding that American taxpayers are funding in this international radio and broadcasting, and assessing where we should be spending that money and whether it should be spent at our allies and NATO allies' home countries. So that's what we're looking at. And on the eve of this big historic moment with President Trump and Prime Minister Viktor Orban, I think it was news that was well received by not only the taxpayers, but the good people of Hungary.
How much of our money has been spent over the years trying to push a left-wing agenda around the world, coming from the United States? How twisted is that? Kari, that's great. Love to see that. Good to see you.
Thank you.